as center wicket practice as possible, match simulation. I think those kind of things really help when you play in conditions which are probably, in my opinion, for batting the most challenging because of the pace and bounce on offer, and the conditions can be quite tricky with swing as well. We've seen that in South Africa. So I think as understanding which areas we're hitting the ball, getting into good shapes, and the bowlers as well, with the slips set in place, what areas they want to bowl, and to cut down those easy singles and the boundary options, get into a good space when you don't have warm-up games. Well, I was and I am available for selection all this time. You should not be asking me this question, honestly. This question should be asked to people who are writing about these things and their sources, because as far as I'm concerned, I was always available. I have not had any communication with the BCCI to say that I want to rest. So, there were a few things that came out in the past as well, where it was said that I was attending some events or something, which was absolutely not true either. So, all these people who are writing these things and their sources, to me, they're absolutely not credible. So as I said, I am available for selection for the ODIs in South Africa, and I was always keen to play. So as I said, this question should be asked to the people who are writing about this and writing lies, and not to me, because my communication with BCCI on this issue has not happened that I want to rest. Answering your first question, whatever was said about the communication that happened during the decision that was made was inaccurate. I was contacted 1.5 hours before the selection meeting on the 8th for the test series, and there was no prior communication with me at all since I announced the T20 captaincy decision up till the 8th of December, where, as I said, I got a call 1.5 hours before the selection meeting, and the chief selector discussed with me the test team, to which we both agreed. And before ending the call, I was told that the 5 selectors have decided that I will not be the ODI captain, to which I replied, okay, fine. And in the selection call afterwards, we chatted about it briefly, and that's what happened. There was no communication prior to that at all. Well, in test matches, because we have created that kind of bench strength and that kind of environment where people coming in, are seizing the opportunity and grabbing it with both hands and making sure that the team is helped by their performances. So as much as we'll miss him, I don't think that will be a deciding factor in this series or moving forward. And he's injured, obviously, and I wish him a speedy recovery and that he comes back soon.
Mechanism like,
well, nothing can derail me from being motivated to play for India, to be prepared for a tour like this, and to perform to the best of my abilities. Nothing has ever derailed, and nothing can derail me from that. Yeah, a lot of things that happen on the outside are not ideal and not always how one expects them to be. But you have to understand there's only